Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play. My name is Slytherin Knight, and I am so happy you could join me. So in today's episode, I thought, there's a few things around the castle that I'd like to take care of before we go into Fitzgerald's trial. Mainly grief and vengeance. I'm assuming this will just be a conversation between us and Natty, but we'll see. So there's that. There is a little quest right in this area, All's Well That Ends Well. I have a feeling I know exactly what this is, but we'll see. And then the other thing is actually showing you guys a round of Summoner's Court. I don't really remember if you guys have seen me play around yet. There's 5 total matches that you do, and once you finish, you get an outfit. You get an appearance. So this is match 4. I assume after we complete Fitzgerald's trial, another one will eventually pop up. But yeah, that is what I would like to do in this episode. In the next episode, we will be taking on the trial, no matter what pops up. Just because that needs to be done. Unless it's something that I feel might be time sensitive, but I've yet to see anything like that. But anyway, that is our goal today. So, I hope you enjoy. And as per usual, I've already gotten to the Great Hall to kind of expedite some things. So, let's go and talk to Natty.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I'm actually going to go that her concern is warranted. She was kidnapped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
That is not your fault at all. It is the job of the parent to protect their child. Just because No, that is not her fault at all. I don't really want to ask these questions because I don't know. I don't feel like after hearing that, since we don't really have an option saying no, it's not your fault, but let's go ahead and go through them.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
Okay, actually I'm happy we're asking these questions because it gives us a little bit more into her character.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Good.
Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Okay, like I thought, it was just a conversation. Okay. Kind of figured after we had a mission with action with her. Let's go ahead and track that. Actually, I feel like we're gonna walk. We're gonna walk to this one. It's a ways, but I really haven't seen shown off the castle during the winter yet. At least not to a good extent. I don't see a reason why not. It also gives time for any follow-up quests to pop up, in my opinion. Really is beautiful. The nice little Christmas tree out in the middle. I didn't realize it was already dark, though. Good on. Nice ambiance. I like it. I really do. See? I love the decorations. Nice.
Revelio.
Nothing? Okay. Just making sure. I wasn't sure that, if time period affected field guides. Because I'm missing 3 field guides from Hogwarts. Like actual pages. And I have no idea where they are.
The sheer nerve taking them down.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
It's fair.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day.
Oof.
Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour. But mum's the word.
Oof. Big oof. Yikes.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
It's fair.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
Yeah.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
In my own explorations, I think before I switched over to this character, I stumbled upon such bells. And all you have to do is Wingardium Leviosa them to the nearest empty spot from where you pick them up. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like, I was able to locate the missing bells within the tower and restore them, preserving a bit of Hogwarts history. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it doesn't let you put them in the wrong spot. At least I don't think so. It didn't for me. I put them in there just by which one was closest, so and it worked. So, yeah, that's that done. Whoops.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Ah, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Alrighty. Huh. Well, now I feel a little bad. Okay, anyway. Onward. Last but not least is you. This one we will just teleport to. Or flu travel to. Yeah. Okay, here's our next opponent. I'm going to go ahead and make it daytime, though. Just because it... I mean, I'm assuming it'll probably force it to... Really? Really? This is not the first time this has happened. One more time. I guess it wasn't quite close to night yet. It wasn't... There we go. This is like dawn. This will work. Alright. And who might you be? Charlotte Morrison.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, care to lose... play a match?
You know, the funny thing about these is even if you lose, all you have to do is win once to progress, so...
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Okay, so we have Gravity Wells and the Bouncing Barrels.
Accio! Precisely as planned.
This might take a few tries.
Accio!
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned.
So she got 30, okay. Let's go... Awesome.
Nice technique. Accio!
That worked really well.
Precisely as planned.
30, she's 10 ahead. All I need to do is get into the orange.
Accio!
nice technique. Well, you are good.
Very nice.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I mean, really can't practice this game, so intuition.
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy.
Oh, there you go.
I suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Huh. I feel pretty confident in saying I know who the last opponent is, just because of, who introduced us to this game. If you don't know, it's Professor Rowan, most likely. That would make the most sense. Well, that's pretty much what I wanted to do. That did not take nearly as long as I thought it would. I kind of figured the Saved by the Bell thing would take some time, but it did not. So, instead of ending the episode here at a measly 16 minutes, we're gonna make our way towards the office. We won't start the trial, but we will get there. So, and yes, I've explored the entirety of this castle for the most part.
What are you up to now?
Even like going up towards the headmaster's office. There actually is a way to get into it if you don't already know. Once you can fly and get Alohomora level 2 and level 3, you really want level 3 for this, you can go up in this area. There's an outside space, or there's a stairwell that you can land on, and there's two locked doors that you can open. And once we get to the headmaster's office, I'll explore it a little bit, just to show it off a little bit. But yeah, trophy room's really cool. Anybody that knows Harry Potter knows what this is. And if you don't, if it's slipping your mind, it's the casket that the Goblet of Fire is kept in. It's really cool. There's not a whole lot of Easter eggs in here that I've seen. Seeing as how this all takes place, 50 years before Voldemort would start school, and 40 to 50 years before that, and 100 years before Harry does. But yeah, still pretty cool. I still like the trophy room details. Very cool. There is typically a lock on this door. I believe it's rank 2. No, it's rank 1. So if you haven't done any of the demiguise stuff, you can get in there. Simple sitting room.
Revelio.
One of those legendary chests. Again, like I said, I've explored a lot of this area. Most of it I did before we switched over to the Gryffindor character. And in all honesty, you don't miss much by not seeing what was in here. This is Professor Weasley's room. Again, you don't miss much. Just a few. There's a few chests. I don't remember if there's any collectible chests in these areas or not. There has to be. Yeah, I think there's one or two. This is actually right. Down over here, this is one of the secrets of the game of Hogwarts Castle. There's 3. That key that you see, you get inside the headmaster's office. Going up in here, yeah, there's a legendary chest there, which is great. But really, yeah, solving the mystery is just getting that key and opening that door. And then you get to go into the room which contains the Book of Admittance and the Quill. Well, hold on. I'm getting it a little mixed up. One second. Let's see if I can. Is it here? Places. Hogwarts. I'm trying to remember what exactly it's called. We're pretty close to it. There it is. Quill of Acceptance and the Book of Admittance. Yeah, it was Acceptance I couldn't quite get. Very interesting, very cool. Collectible chest right there. But yeah. On the other side of this open area is the gargoyle up to the headmaster's office.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Revelio.
Just want to make sure there's... I've already gotten the gargoyles thing.
Toujours pure.
A little much there. All right, let's see what's up here.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
They do, actually.
Revelio.
For the most part. All right. Yeah, there's a lot in here. Just a few things. This is over into kind of like a sitting room. This is Professor Black's bedroom. Yeah, if you go up here before this point, he's actually typically standing right here. Just standing there. Can't interact with him, can't do anything. He's just there. This is one of the doors I was talking about. See, you can fly out and land here. Like I said, I think this has a level 3. It's either a level 2 or level 3. And the same is said for this door here. A level 2 or a level 3. But it's up in this area. Right on this desk. That key. Where you pick up... where you can pick up the key to that door. I am going to leave that one just because...
Revelio.
I already have it. Yeah, the key of admittance. Admittance. I already have it, but no use in... I mean, I can have another one. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you're not... I would advise not doing this early, just because of something like that. That key probably is not supposed to show up twice. Obviously, the sorting hat. Kind of wish you could talk to him, but you can't. But anyway.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
Oh, this is going to be the tale of 3 brothers. I know it has to be.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Okay, so that is
Has
the
this
trial.
been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
The first time I was in here, I saw this. I don't know what it is. I can't pick it up. I would like to, but I can't pick it up. This is obviously the pensive. Or pensive. I always said pensive, but it's pensive. Yeah, no, it's pensive.
That must be the pedestal.
Yeah, you can tell what house Professor Black was from. Slytherin. But anyway. I think at the moment, just because I don't really want to use this and go right into the trial, we are going to wrap it up here. So, in the next episode, we will interact with this book, which again will most likely take us into the trial. Or if it doesn't, we'll see. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date for when I post new content. And let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comment section down below. I apologize, not too much happened in this one, but sometimes that's just how it goes. But anyway, that is all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.